reaching in between the seats. Stop reaching in between. Sir, stop. I didn't do anything. Sir, I didn't stop reaching in between the seats. Stop.
One of the other deputies was watching a problem house that we've dealt with in the past, and he told us that a vehicle had left, and we spotted the car, and we're trying to catch up to it. And the whole time I'm wondering what's going to be in the car, if they're going to run, if they're going to get into a pursuit. You never know what's going to happen. It's very dynamic on every stop. I went up to the car, and I could immediately tell he was nervous. He looked at me, had big eyes, he was shaking, sweating, and he started making furtive movements and reaching where I couldn't see his hands. And anytime that we can't see someone's hands, that's a potential for them to be getting a gun, a knife, destroying evidence, anything like that. So that's why we say, hey, show us your hands. Then we give them a lawful order to do so. If they still don't comply, that's when we have to take action to make sure that we're safe and all the backup officers are safe and everything like that. The subject really didn't want to get out of the vehicle. That's why I had to pull him out by his shirt. And then when we got him out of the vehicle, he didn't really want to go to the ground and be handcuffed. So we took him to the ground. Then he kind of tucked his arms under the front of his body as he was laying down, and we had to order him several times for him to give us his hands so we could put him in handcuffs.
Did Carmen say, hey, take the dope and hide it? The cops are coming.
I don't...
It's a simple question. Yes or no answer. She did? And why did you decide to hide it then?
It never touched, it never was on my possession. She didn't know what to do.
Well, we want to make sure we interview everyone and try to figure out what's going on, because we did find contraband in the vehicle, which is what it looked like he was hiding. So we want to interview him and the other occupants to figure out exactly what's going on.
Well, he says that, he knew what was going on with it. He said you threw it when we rolled up.
Wait a minute.
And he was trying to get rid of it off the seat.
I want to hear him say that.
The woman in the car who was driving the car denied any knowledge of any of the contraband in the vehicle, and she was giving us a slightly different story than what the guy who went to jail was giving us. So we were trying to figure out exactly what happened and take both of their stories and try to figure out the truth.
I want to know why you said that she threw that in your lap.
She didn't. Man, listen, no one threw anything in my lap. That's not my dope, okay?
If it's not your dope, it's not your dope, it's not her dope, where did it come from?
Who's been in your car?
For the record, please say I didn't throw anything in your lap, otherwise they're taking my kids away.
Okay.
So why did you say that, Andrew?
No one said that, Carmen. These are cops.
I know. But I don't want to get in trouble.
They're not your friends.
I know they're not but I don't want to get in trouble for something I didn't do, and I don't want to get my kids taken.
I don't want to get in trouble for something I didn't do either. Okay? That's not my...
Based on what the defendant told us and his actions, we charged him with the possession of methamphetamine because it was in his lap, and he was saying that it was tossed on him, and he freaked out and he was trying to hide it. So he was in possession of it, and he even made one statement that he loves the woman who was driving the car and would take the charge. So based on all that, we charged him with the possession of the methamphetamine and the resisting arrest.